Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to FTB Interactions. So today what I've got for you guys, now you may notice that I'm actually starting up in some new place. We'll get to that in the next episode of Interactions, but today what we've got is we have a server tour to get through, to start on. I'm not sure if we'll get it all done this episode or if it'll be 2 episodes, because there's less bases on the server, but I know the bases that are here are pretty big, so, because we have a lot of people stopped playing this pack, I guess, because it's Greg Tech, I guess, and I also know that we have an Omni Factory server, so there's not as many active players on the server, but there are some big bases, plus there's some teams and stuff. So, as per usual, we're going to go into Game Mode C for this. And we are going to TP to, let's start with this one. Let's go ahead and TP over. And this is, it says, welcome to the Serenity, a work in progress by Selway. This is Selway's base. And this is like a dock where you spawn in. And this also connects over to the hub. We have a little hub area with teleports. Hey, there's a Guardian. But anyways, this is the Serenity by Selway. I've actually been over here because I was cleaning up some redstone clocks for him the other day. And this place is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So we'll turn off the HUD for this for the most part. Alright, so the Serenity, if you look on the map, I think this area was man-made. Either that or like the ground was cleaned up so you can't like climb out of the water there. I'm not really sure which one. But I feel like maybe it was just man-made because it would be a whole lot of work to fix all the water, I think. But anyways, this place is massive. If we look on the map here, there's this big area. And I mean, this is a fairly large building that they've been working on. And if we come through, I think it's all sandstone. I mean, for the most part, it's just sandstone, dark oak, and then there's terracotta for the ceilings. That's the main build palette. And then, of course, the polished granite ground and dark oak planks there. But let's head on in, and I'm hoping that I don't get lost. No promises, but I'm hoping this elevator... Okay, we're going to head back down for right now. But I went through here a little bit the other day, and... Oh, there must be tree beacons down below this or something. Huh. I came through here a little bit the other day because I was, like I said, I was breaking some clocks. So, another tree beacon set up over here. And, let's see, and I think this just kind of wraps around. It's like an outer hallway section. I guess we'll go around the outside. Interdiction pulsar, which is the one that keeps mobs away. Yeah, I think the outside is just, it's kind of like a little... main way that kind of goes around the building. But if we head inside, and I know there's a bit of stuff upstairs, and then behind the building there's a bunch of stuff. But look at this. I love this area right here. Just these big open ceilings. I quite enjoy them. And if we head, let's see. I know I'm going to get lost. I just know it. I just know it. I think maybe that's the main section, right? The rest of this just kind of runs around. And I think this is... Yeah, there's like a middle section right here with some machines. It says bronze tier. Yeah, and then I guess you put stuff in here and then it just kind of runs through. And then there's also an extract here, never active. Okay. And then it probably pumps out to these chests here. And then LV tier right here. And then this is more LV tier on this side. Let's see. Where's this portal go? Oh, this is the starter building. Yeah, we'll go over there here in just a minute. And then back in through here. Yeah, this is the main section. The main interior section. So, more big open roof areas right here. And actually going with, dark oak and sandstone and stuff is a really good idea because sand is basically free in this pack. If you set up a dark oak farm, you pretty much have infinite EMC for sand from the dark oak. And that's actually a very smart use of building materials. So, and yeah, there's these 4 rooms that kind of run through here. And those are all TC arcane lamps out through here. And then, yeah, it's 4 identical rooms around that main section there. But right here are the elevators that take us upstairs. There's a few of these throughout the building. And these, which actually I think there's another floor down there. I think we came up to the 3rd floor. Let's see. Which I didn't notice when I was in here the other day, when I was doing the clocks. I did take a peek inside of this base because I was like, ooh. And I was running around in here for a little bit. And I don't recall there being anything up here yet. You know, it's just the build right now. But we'll fly through here and take a look. And it's all kind of mirrored, you know. So, I mean, this section here, there's going to be 4 of those. And it's kind of mirrored around that main section. So, and then these little, these little outdoor walkways that run through there. And these are all raspberry leaves. Wow. Yeah, and there's a little walk around right there. Yeah, and this is back to one of these little areas. Oh, there is a little bit of stuff up here. Some saplings and some wood. But if we come over to right over here, there should be steps that go down. And I think this will take us down to the 2nd floor, right? And this, yeah. And then this is the 2nd floor area. And this, that's more stairs. Let's come over. Okay, and then this is mirrored 4 times. So, you know, there's another little section right here. That kind of does the same. And then over here, and then over here. So, but this base, I really like it. Like, and we got to come up outside. And there's still some more stuff in the back. But this is what it looks like from above. It's like just a really, really big manor house type area. Really, really fancy. I don't know if it'd be a house. Oh, there's a cave troll. Or not a cave troll, Cyclops thing. Little Cyclops area from Ice and Fire. But yeah, this base, of course I love big builds, and this is a big build. So I'm really excited to see how this all evolves and comes together. Because I know Selway's on a lot. Like always on. Like I'm actually surprised they're not on right now. Because I'm actually the only person on at the moment. And normally Selway's on usually whenever I'm on, so and then behind here is kind of the garden area, and you can see this is what it looks like. We'll start from above, what it looks like here, and then if we come on through, oh, where's this go? This goes down to a mine, it looks like. Yeah. And there's a crevice there. If we go back up, though, this is what the garden area is like. So you have all your tree fruits up above, and then you have the crops down below in little plots with, of course, rustic apiaries in the middle. So 5x5 plots for each of them, and the herbs and everything. And it looks like probably most of the crops, if not all the crops, are in here. Yeah. Okay, so there's 60 plots. So I don't know. I don't think that would be all, because I know just the rustic herbs, there's like 12. So maybe it's not all of them, but it's probably all the key ones. You know, a lot of the Pam stuff isn't really used used for much of anything. And there's a sign here that says "Farm inspired by" to Asgard's Farm. Yeah, I really like the way this looks. Really, really do. And actually, I don't think I saw paper bark. Did I? No, I don't think I saw paper bark, which is actually really useful in this pack. I still haven't gotten around to paper bark either, so. But it is useful for the early game if you do come across paper bark. But I do quite like that, though. They really fit the build over here. And then I see, is that barrier stones? Yeah, barrier stones right here to keep out mobs, and then trees that run in between them. And actually. Okay, it's just a wall that runs out there. This over here is the starter cabin. So basically where Selway started out the pack. And so this is, at the moment, this is like where most of the storage is. Lots and lots of chests around through here. The portal to the skyblock area, which I don't think there's anything in the skyblock. They didn't tell me, Selway didn't tell me to go to the skyblock, so I'm going to assume that there's not. And then if we head upstairs, right up here is, oh, they got Roost from the Chickens mod, or from the add-on, Roost add-on for the Chickens mod. And then a little alchemy area up here, and Pam's ground traps up here as well. What is this? I wonder if this goes down to a mine or something, like just a stone mine. Or, no, it's a spider spawner. Oh, and there's a cave. Okay. It's one of those mine shaft areas. And then low-grade charcoal, probably for in-world burning of stuff. So, and then if we head out here is the astral sorcery area. Little altar for astral sorcery. So, but yeah, and I think that is, oh, and then this little building here, and sheep farm. This little area here is Derp 1 and Derp 2. These are villagers for, oh, we can't get inside there, but it's for emerald nuggets, because they drop emerald nuggets and there's hoppers as a floor. And then over here is Thumbcraft crystal farming for air and fire. So, because of course if you put these down, which these are actually, this is a pure daisy here. But we're going to be setting up something kind of like this. Ignis infused ore, air infused ore. Huh. I wonder if there's like pistons below that push it up, or if it's, I'm not sure. But we're going to be doing something kind of like this, but not quite like this. Basically just setting up some fire crystals and air crystals, like converting them with the pure daisy, and just letting them spread. Because, you know, they'll naturally spread, and if you have them in your, like the chunk where you're using the V from that chunk, they actually will boost your V. I can't remember if it's your V capacity or your V regeneration, but we're going to get more into that in the next episode. So, which is all Thaumcraft episode, which will actually be coming out tomorrow. Normally I don't post on Sundays, but I'm planning on posting on Sunday because, like I said, I was going to do the server tours a little bit differently, where we kind of still keep going through progress while doing the server tours. Plus, I've been building. I've literally spent like a day and a half building, and I'm very, very excited. And probably a little bit more before then. We'll see. Which, of course, you saw a sneak peek of. But I'm not sure if that's... It seems like maybe that's what this is doing, because, you know, there's like crystals here that have spread up. But it might just be for decorative purposes as well. I'm not for sure. So, but yeah, this has been the Serenity, which, like I said, is Selway's base, which is coming along very, very awesomely. I really, really like it. It's a really, really good job. Plus, I love, you know, I love big builds, and this kind of has like that, like, what is it, like Havana or Cuban type estate feel to it, which I do really, really enjoy. You know, the color palette and the look of this. It's very, very nice. So, but this has been the Serenity by Selway. So, very, very good job. Okay, next up we have Wegga's base, which is my neighbor. Like, my base is basically over the hill from where he's at. So, right down here is Weka. First up, just right over here is just kind of a little mana setup that's coming together. Dandelion, and I don't know if it's like fully set up yet. I'm not sure. But there's a little mana setup that's coming together right there. And then he's kind of got this like dock. Oh, what's this? Let me fix that. That's that. There's another one right over here. It's the bug with the tree beacons that comes up every once in a while. But anyways, there's kind of like a little dock area right here. And it looks like this is probably going to be maybe Thaumcraft Infusion right here. Oh, and then right over here, actually, we'll do this lower layer first. That's all mana. Looks like a mana spiel or something. And then there's like a little bridge right through here that connects up over... Oh, it's going to run around the outside of this. Or the inside of this wall section. But if we come through here... And I think this just comes up into, yeah, the main little area here. So we've got Astral Sorcery, Infusion, a little pig farm. And, let's see. That's all the inside stuff. We'll pop in there here in just a second. We're going to do the outside first. Then over here is, looks like a little charcoal improved coke oven setup. Right here. Yeah, charcoal. And then I guess... Oh yeah, it wraps around on this side as well. We're about to go inside. And then this is where that bridge walkway section connects over. Here's a zombie. And then a ladder that goes up here. Okay. But if we head back over to the front here, let's go inside the building. And if we step inside, this is where the machines are. Where all the machines be in the storage. All the different ingots and different dusts and stuff like that through here. And this looks like probably just miscellaneous type stuff with item frames to designate what's in there. And then this looks like a to-do board. So build nether portal room, finish bridge all around, finish Thaumcraft Island, and build enchanting room. And then, like I said, all the different machines go around through here. Pure Daisy setups right there. This looks like probably steam from down below. Yeah, it looks like it. That feeds all these different machines. So, and then there's 10 cables right there that connect everything up. And then there's a rope here. Where does this go? Oh, this goes up to like a little kitchen area. So this is where all the food preparation stuff goes. Oh, and then there's farms out here. Okay. Which it's row farms. Well, there's a big section of cotton. There's a big section of the lotus, of wheat, and soybeans. Of course, you use a lot of those. And then the rest of this is all rows. I mean, there's a bunch of different rice. 3 rows of rice there, and then single rows for all the rest of the stuff, which is pretty reasonable amounts because, you know, it's about all you're going to eat, I'd say. And then a little tree farm over here. Or it was a tree farm. I had to break the tree beacon, and I put it into these. There was 3 of them set up there, but it was just piling up, so I fixed that the other day. Or disabled it for the time being, but I put his tree beacons up, so... and then if we head down, let's see, this ladder. Okay, that goes back to that room. Where does this go? I've been over here, but it's been a while, so a lot of this stuff is new to me. And then little sawmill setup, which I never set mine back up. Mine's still like that little temporary quote-unquote setup, but we got cutting saws now, so we don't really use it all that much. And then down through here looks like different types of wood storage, wood-related product storage. And then the Crying Obsidian block, which I did change my spawn now. I still have the Crying Obsidian block, but I'm going to pull that up because I'm not using it anymore. But I did change it to an actual bed. And I think that's everything from what I can tell. Oh no, there's a ladder here that goes down. This is where the steam is. I was wondering where the steam was. There's a monster. How much is this? 13 million steam in there at the moment. So this thing's going to hold about 30 million. Yeah, probably about 30 million, because I bet that's going to be about 15 million steam in this super tank. And then over here we've got mercury, hydrogen, oxygen, and there's nothing in there. And then there's steel creation over here. These are just empty, it looks like. High pressure steam coal boilers. There's 10 of those sitting there. And then over here, this is, I'm assuming it's probably steam. Yeah, bronze boiler right there. And then over here is the electric blast furnace setup right there. And then electrolyzer macerator. It looks like a little ore processing system. Well, there's an extruder, a mixer, autoclave. It looks like mostly advanced stuff, though. And then basic steam turbines feeding that, so. And I think that's everything. I was wondering where the steam was coming from, but that would be where. But like I said, this has been Wegga's base. So, and then the sugarcane that goes up. So today here, it goes way up there. Like mile-high sugarcane. Okay, and then lastly for this episode, I'm actually going to do this, I guess, over the course of 2 episodes. I think. But we've got Jman 2050. And, let's see, this is where he said to start. I don't know if there's like an entrance into this. But we'll start right in here. So, this is Jman's base. And I guess we'll start over here. Which is the farming area. Which I see beets, soybeans, netherwort, cotton, tomatoes, onions, sesame seeds, carrots, rice, wheat, and peanuts. And rustic apiaries around the outside of that. The outside here, this is all done in like chiseled ice. And then there's Tyrian hemispheres on top. And it looks like this is in a crystal biome. Well, I don't know if it's in a crystal... Yeah, it's in a crystal biome, I think. Yeah, because there's the rest of it. Yeah, and then all these floating crystals. So, but if we pop back over to here, which we'll look at it from the outside here in just a second. There's a little building here made out of Tyrian, and this looks like probably like a starter building, I'm assuming, because there's like a little kitchen area. That looks like just a stone mine down in there. And then, of course, it's right next to the farms. I imagine this was probably like a little starter setup area. Dynamic tank, nothing in it, but I'm assuming that, oh, it's probably XP maybe that was in here. And then fluid transfer node there. There's a little enchanting area right here. Hell infused bookshelf. If we head back out, that goes up to the roof. Which I'm assuming this was probably for in-world burning right there. Across this little area looks like a rocket ship launch pad. Satellite builder, power input plug, space station assembler, and then launch pad, structure tower from advanced rocketry. And I've actually been over to the base a little bit. Basically helping... sort out some lag with Super Factory Manager a while back. And the outside kind of reminds me of like Tower of Babel, right? Like it kind of like there was a Tower of Babel I remember from some game that was curved like that. And I can't remember what game it was, but that's just what comes to mind is Tower of Babel. with the way it curves like that. But if we head over to here, this is where the item storage area is, and you can see there's impulse item ducts that run basically all the way around all of this. So if we head inside though, lots and lots of item storage. There's some modular storage right in here. Which looks like, you know, just miscellaneous stuff, I'm sure. But just all different kinds of stuff being sorted through here. And then there's, the ceilings are glass, or the floors and ceilings are glass, basically. The floor/ceiling. But then, like, up here, different dusts. Of course, you need lots and lots of storage space for Great Tech. Because you just have so many things, so many little machine parts. I mean, the mod adds, like, almost 4,000 things, so naturally. And then up here it looks like gems, different tiers of gems, because you get different ones. We'll get into that later. And then different circuits and stuff like that. And there's also ender elevators through here, so we can pop between the different floors. If we head back outside, and then this is thermal logistics terminal, so you can access it all. I was going to get into that, but I don't know if we're going to or not, because AE2 is like right on the horizon. And I heard the thermal logistics, a bunch of people on the server said that if you do auto crafting with it, like if there's no place for the stuff to sand, it just gets voided, and it's kind of wonky. So I don't know if we'll get into that or not. It's kind of a cool mod. It's basically just another item sorting, storage, transfer type mod, but it's kind of cool because it adds another layer to thermal expansion / dynamics / all that. So if we head inside, let's go into the base proper and look at that. This is basically a big super workshop. All these floors are, I think, for the most part. I'm not going to go through all the different setups. There's actually stuff down here too, which looks like oil. Yeah. And then lots and lots of setups with stuff going all over the place. This right here is infused nitro fuel right there, and then diesel generators, fluid heaters. And this right here, I'm assuming is distillation tower. Yes, it is. Super factory manager setup here. I'm not going to get into what all these do because there's like machines all over, but there's sulfuric naphtha in that tank, so maybe it's making sulfuric naphtha. If we head, let me see right here. If we head back up and out of here, this is actually the little area where I was working on the super factory manager with him, because this stuff here was all plugged up. This looks like more infused nitro fuel. What's on the space stuff? Sifter setup, quick centrifuge setup, HV wire cable set, assembler config 8, zone 1 garden, zone 2 Britannia, zone 3 Thom, zone 4 blood magic, zone 5 astral is what it says. So I'm assuming maybe that's the different layers or something. This is a multi-smelter right here. But yeah, just machines all over, which I know this base is still work in progress. So, and this looks like vacuum freezer, which we're going to be getting into these before too long. If we head upstairs, which I actually think we need some of those in order to go into space too. So this looks like life essence, nitrogen. Oh, and there's a little chlorine, fluorine. See all the different fluids, like how much we're going to need. Ethanol, methanol, argon, methane, glycerol, hydrochloric acid, mana, unstable mana, life essence, which actually unstable mana. Okay. I was just thinking, because I was setting up some areas for tanks, which we're going to get into that next episode. And I didn't. It's a lot of my magical tanks, and I've got 4 put in there, which is mainly for like mana, nacra, liquefied death, and liquid starlight. But I didn't put anything for unstable mana or life essence either. So I might, but I may put them some. I don't know. I don't really have any space anymore because I put the spa in there, which. Anyways, but then we've got diesel, starlight, sulfuric acid, and noble gases in these tanks here. And then over here is hydrogen, and nothing in this one at the moment. And then redstone plus simple power catalyst, honey, plant balls, carbon dust. There's a thermal evaporation block. And then looks like another vacuum freezer up here. If we go follow the steps upward, I do like that, like hollowed out look to this. There's a cave illuminator, and then over here is precision assembler right here. This is advanced rocketry stuff. If we head out here, there is a canola and lotus seed farming system over here. And then, oh, let's see, what's over here? This is Botania. This must be the zones then. So, like, that's like the farming zone. And this one is the Botania zone. Botanical fishery multi-block right there. Of course, living rock. What is this? Let's see. I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe it's diesel. I don't know. But it's one of the modular multi-blocks. So I'm sure we'll come across that at some point. If we head up to here, here's Thaumcraft, which next episode we're going to be covering all of this stuff. So this is the infusion matrix. Then of course this is all stabilization, and then redstone inlays for more stabilization, and then the stabilizers there. And then basically just research and stuff like that, and then a little bit of alchemy setup and Essentia smelting. And then if we head upstairs again, Astral Sorcery area, so a little altar right up here, and then light wells, which are automated, and then I'm not sure what this is, and that looks like it, which I didn't see a blood magic setup. I don't know if we missed it somewhere, or if it's down in here. Oh, and by the way, that just popped up and it just reminded me, we did remove the FTB backup thing, the backup mod, and we switched it with Aroma backup because it's less issues, at least for us, because the FTB one was causing like massive lag spikes and DCs. If anybody joined during a backup, it would kick everybody else off, and there was just a whole lot of issues with it. And we switched to Aroma, and its performance, it's a whole lot better, and there's no performance issues during backup and stuff. So that's why we have Aroma backup in the pack now. But maybe this one, there was that teleporter over here. So I'm not sure if maybe this... No, this just goes over to here. Ah, here's blood magic. Found it. I was wondering. So here's the blood magic area. And then there's a machine controller for alchemical matter infuser. Mob agonizer right here. And then a little blood magic setup, which is the tier 3 one. Because you have to go into space for that one. So, but yeah. So this has been... We're going to check the rest of these just really quick. I think they just go to different places throughout the base. Okay, so once again, this has been jman 2050's base, and I'm calling it the Tower of Babel. For some reason, like I said, I don't know if you know what game that was that had a Tower of Babel that was all kind of built like that. If you can, if you know, let me know, because I remember it from something and I can't place it. And it goes up to build height. But yeah, I cannot think of what that was that had that. I'm not for sure. Maybe it was a Yu-Gi-Oh card or something. I don't know, but I can't remember. But anyways, so once again, jman 2050, and I think with that, that's going to put the server tour episode at around 30-something minutes. So I think I'm going to end this one out here, and then we'll have another, and that way, if anybody else wants to enter their bases for the server tour, they can do so. During the next server tour, we've got at least 2 bases. If any more get entered before then there'll be more maybe. But Thor 3 Fry's base and Psy Raven and Sneaky Seraphin's team base. We'll be checking those out in the next episode. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed the builds, show your love down in the comments for the builders. And hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And some big bases coming together on the server. And I love packs like this that are like very long-term packs. You know, and Greg Tech is actually perfect for that, for something that you can spend a while, you know, going through the progression and stuff, and then in the process build a whole lot as well, which I do quite love. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing how these bases come together. And like I said, there will be an episode for tomorrow, or at least I plan for there to be one for tomorrow. I've basically got everything ready. I have to go out and bucket up some mana because I don't really have much wizardry mana left, so I need to go get some of that. Or I could make a pump. I'll probably just bucket it because, you know, there's not a whole lot of mana in each little spot, so it's not really worth making a pump and setting all that up and everything. But I want to get some mana together, and I've got to build some more tanks. I got to get the rest of my tanks built for some of the stuff that we're going to be doing. But I will say that I'm happy to say that Thaumcraft will be able to start that proper and not do temp setups. We're going to have an actual Thaumcraft area that's ready to go, you know, for most practical purposes, and then we just have to populate it, because like I said, I've been building on there for a while. It's a fairly large area, and yeah, it's coming together nicely. I'm very, very happy with it. So anyways, like I said, episode should be out tomorrow for that, and then what we'll do is, of course, Monday will be DDSS, and then we'll have the other server tour episode come out probably Tuesday. And then there may be, alongside that, there might be another episode of Interactions, or there might be an episode Wednesday, depending on, probably both on Tuesday, but it might be Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll see. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay updated with when new videos come out, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys next time.